Hi, my third grade friends. Mrs. Real here with another lesson on the human body. Today, the book that I have for you is kind of a simple little book, but because the human body is kind of a really interesting, complicated, interconnected thing, there's a lot of stuff to hear about and a lot of stuff to look at. So, last week we read another book about the human body that mostly talked about the skeleton. It was the book about bones. We learned they have, regular names and scientific names, and it's not just the pile of bones thrown together makes a skeleton. There's a specific order in the way that they work, and that your bones are the structure for keeping your body in its shape that it's supposed to be in. It's the hard parts that keep all the soft parts organized. And we looked at another book that has those clear flip pictures. We're going to go back to that book again today at the end, but first we're going to start with a book called, amazingly enough, Human Body. So here's our human body book. And it is going to talk about a lot more than just the skeleton part that we touched upon the muscles a little bit last time too. So there's lots of layers to your body. We know that the bones are the ones that keep your body kind of in its shape, and then everything is kind of layered on the inside from there. And it's controlled by one thing. Wait till you see. The human body. Your body has many parts. It has outside parts. Your eye, your ear, your hand, your arm, your chest, your leg, your foot. And it has inside parts. Your brain, your bones, your heart, your stomach, your muscles. Most of your body is covered by skin. Your skin helps you feel if something is hot or cold, soft or hard, smooth or rough. It also protects the inside of your body. That skin that goes all over you is your last layer that holds everything in. But it's sensitive and it helps you. Underneath your skin, you have bones. Bones protect important parts of your body, like your brain and your heart. We talked last week about how the bone keeps the brain from getting bumped, kind of like a hard hat for a construction worker. Different parts of your body send messages to your brain. Your brain helps you understand them all. That brain that's being protected by your skull is what keeps everything running smoothly in your body and sends all the signals to keep you going. Your eyes send messages to your brain. Your brain tells the shape and colors of the things you see. So your eye has eyelashes and an eyelid up here. And then the inside of your eye, the colored part, is called the iris. Everybody has different colored eyes. We have brown eyes, green eyes, gray eyes, blue eyes, all kinds of eyes. And the dark center part is the pupil. That's the part that lets the light come in so you can see things. Your ears send messages to your brain. Your brain helps you understand all the sounds you hear. So all of your senses are sending messages to your brain. The taste buds on your tongue send messages to your brain about the food you eat. So if you can look at your tongue or feel your tongue, if your hands are clean, all the bumpy little things on your tongue are your taste buds. And certain parts of your tongue help you taste the different flavors. So there is a sweet part of your tongue, a salty part of your tongue, a sour part of your tongue, and a bitter part of your tongue. So when the food touches that, if it has that taste, it gets registered in that part of your tongue. Your brain tells you if your food is salty, sour, bitter, or sweet. Your brain is really busy. Your nose sends messages to your brain. Your brain can tell if something smells good or bad. That flower probably smells really good. When you touch a kitten, a message goes from your skin to your brain. Your brain tells you the kitten is soft. And remember, I said your skin is like that last level because it's so sensitive. It's sending you those messages to your brain. The soft kitten feels good, but a pokey cactus doesn't feel good. So your brain is telling your body, don't touch that. Or if the stove is hot or the water's too cold, your skin tells your brain all those things too. Your brain sends messages to your muscles that tell them how to move. Muscles and bones help you run, walk, lift, and bend. We talked about the muscles. Without all those muscles, your bones wouldn't move. They would just be stuck there. For all that muscle power, you need a lot of energy. And the best way to get energy is to eat. And when you eat, your food goes in to your internal organs and gets digested. When you swallow a bite of food, it moves down into your stomach. Special juices in your stomach digest the food. Then your body can take in simple things such as sugars from the food. Sugars give you energy. Now, they're not talking about the fact that you get to eat cake for breakfast to give you sugar. There are natural sugars in all of your food. The carbohydrates break down into sugars. All of that stuff that goes into a simple way that your body can get energy from the food that you eat. To use the energy from the food you eat, your body needs oxygen. I told you, your body's kind of complicated. It runs really nicely when your brain is doing its job, but it has a lot going on. When you breathe, your lungs take in oxygen from the air. The oxygen goes into your blood. Sugars from your food go into your blood too. So this picture is showing this boy's heart. The heart pumps the blood that's taken all the oxygen that it came through from your lungs and shoots it all the way out to all the parts of your body. It goes out in your arteries where it's red. It's red when it's full of oxygen. And once it's spread all its oxygen throughout your muscles and your nerves and all of your body, then it goes back up to your heart in the veins. And those are the blue ones. And that's the ones where most of the oxygen is gone. It needs to go back up to your heart to get more oxygen and get pumped out through the body again. Your heart pumps blood full of oxygen and sugars from your food to all the parts of your body. You see right here, it's heart, and it goes out the red and comes back in through the blue, and back out through the red and back in through the blue. Even when you're asleep, your heart keeps pumping. It is important to sleep and eat so your body can grow. Although your body has many parts, they all work together to keep you alive. And in our nonfiction book, which is our facts about things kind of book, a lot of times it'll have a table of contents at the beginning. This one didn't, but it does have a glossary at the end. Remember the glossary? Third graders, you know this, with our dictionary work, it's the special dictionary from this book. So a couple of words that they want us to remember are digest. It's where your food gets broken down into smaller parts so it can be used by your body for energy and for growing, especially for you guys, that's important. Energy is the ability or power to do work. Oxygen, it's one of the main gases in the air that we need. That's when you breathe it in, the oxygen stays inside. The other stuff goes out. Sugars, a simple sweet part of most foods. Sugars can give energy to the body. And taste buds, tiny round bunches of cells found on the top of your tongue that help you taste your food. Okay, so that was a lot of information. Like I said, the book was pretty simple, but that was a lot. So our other book that we had today, we're going to kind of try to put it all together. So this is a picture of your brain. If we could look inside your head, the brain controls everything your body does. Here's all the different parts of your brain. And all of the nerves, the roadways that send the messages out to your body, that's what these are, go right down here and right through your spine and out into your body, into all the areas. The nerves are the roads that tell your body what to do. That's where the messages are getting sent. So, and the fun part, it's not fun, it's interesting part, is that the right half, the left half of your brain controls the right half of your body. The right half of your brain controls the left half of your body. It crosses somewhere in the middle. I think that's kind of interesting. Okay, so how do we put all this together? All of those different things are in you, are part of you, are all compactly packed together. So we're going to go back to our skeleton. The skeleton is the one that has the hard part that keeps us in our body shape. And inside all of those bones, inside the skeleton shape of us, is where all your organs are sitting. So they're kind of nestled in your abdomen and your chest area. Your ribs come around the front to protect them. So they're all kind of safely tucked inside. But running through all of that, coming from your heart, can you see that part? There's your heart with your veins and arteries carrying the oxygenated blood and the blood that's coming back to get more oxygen. It's all neatly tucked in there as well. And then, this is just showing you that the ribs are on front to make that little package to protect you. And then, remember that kind of scary, freaky looking muscle page? The nerves run through all of there. The muscles are on top, the nerves are on top, and then the skin goes on top of that. So there you are, one complete little bundle, and important, a complete little bundle with all your important parts tucked inside. Okay, this was a really quick look in our last couple of books. Sorry, we're gonna stop that. This was a really quick look, and there are just a couple of little books that I happen to bring home with me so I can teach from here. The human body is really exciting. There's a lot of layers, there's a lot of levels. So I highly encourage you to do a little exploring with a grown-up to see if there was some part of it. If the muscles were interesting to you, you could do a little more exploration of some muscle stuff. If you thought that the heart beating all the blood and carrying the oxygen and getting the unoxygenated, getting more oxygen to it, that's pretty exciting. You can do a little more exploring on that too. If the nerves were exciting because that brain tells everything what to do, maybe that's something else you want to do a little more work on. But I'll be looking for a few more activities that we can do, because that was a lot of information in 2 books, plus our fun Cinderella skeleton book. So I think we need to spend more time on it. Maybe it'll be something, a great project that we can come up with. But I will come up with something, and I will see you again next time. And until then, look at all the other videos too. Talk to you soon, friends.